A good look there at the southern skies and Turner Field in here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Washington Nationals and the Braves. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Atlanta Braves.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think it's going to be really important to understand the pitcher that they're facing and make the adjustments as the game goes along. If this guy's in the zone, then be aggressive. Go up there hacking. But if he's trying to be effectively wild within the strike zone, then you got to be a little more patient and work the count.
Ricky Vaughn gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, one place you don't want to hit it is to the third baseman. Absolute vacuum down there. He's got great range. Some of the plays I've seen him make, absolutely ridiculous.
Ben Revere heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball 1. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Callahan moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In now, Daniel Murphy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, nobody in that dugout is going to give him high five for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Bryce Harper gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Hard liner toward short. And this is going to find the gap for Zimmerman. It's extra bases. Harper will round third with a full head of steam. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
There's the first shot across the bow right here. You get the 2-out single. You give your cleanup guy a chance to swing it here in the first inning, and he delivers to chase that runner home to give his guys the early 1-0 lead.
Jason Worth is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He records his first double of the year here on opening day. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Nats get a run on the Zimmerman double. Bottom of the first coming up from Turner Field. It's now 1-0 Washington. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Max Scherzer is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he had over 250 strikeouts last year. An excellent season. Bet you we'll see a lot of swings and misses here in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Line drive to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. David Reeves has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Standing in now, Nick Livingston. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Well, here's a situation where he's trying to do what he can to get that run back in the bottom of the first. And he helps out the cause by swiping second here.
No one out with a runner at second. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now third base coach Bo Porter's going to wave him on home. The throw into second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Nick Livingston has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Into the box, Theo Reeves, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and this goes right past him. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
Into the box now, Bulldog Bruce, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. Thomas Bonds stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners are at first and third with none out. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. Espinoza back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Well, you want to get out of the inning without conceding the run, but this is going to be an acceptable trade-off for him. No RBI, but the run does come in from third on the double play.
Stepping in now, Gary Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 3 runs already home here. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll move to the second now at Turner Field. The Braves on top, 3. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Too high. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
In now, Danny Espinoza, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Calling for it, Bonds. 2 gone. Wilson Ramos into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Tommy Callahan strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
It can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Worth is under it. 1 down. Now to the plate, Ramon Russell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Batting 9th, catcher, Ricky Vaughn.
Ricky Vaughn steps in now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes on 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
We've mentioned before that this guy can handle the bat, and he proves it right here with a solid base hit.
David Reeves will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the hard stuff.
Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a 2-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Nick Livingston gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2.